Lesson 7.6, Multiplying a Polynomial by a Monomial. You will use distributive property to multiply a polynomial by a monomial. Please remember that when you multiply powers with the same base, the rule says you must add the exponents. So let's go ahead and practice using distributive property. Number 1. Negative 3x squared, open parentheses, times 7x squared minus x plus 4. So we will use distributive property to take this negative 3x squared and distribute it to each of the terms within the parentheses, the three terms of the trinomial. Let's multiply. Negative 3x squared times 7x squared is negative 21x to the fourth power. Negative 3x squared times negative x is positive 3x cubed. Negative 3x squared times positive 4 is negative 12x squared. So the product is negative 21x to the fourth plus 3x cubed minus 12x squared. Try number 2 on your own. After you copy down the problem, hit pause on the video and then check your answer. Negative 6d cubed times 3d to the fourth minus 2d cubed minus d plus 9. The answer is negative 18a to the 7th plus 12, that's d to the 7th, plus 12d to the 6th, plus 6d to the 4th, minus 54d cubed. We will also use distributive property to simplify an expression. Number 3. T, open parentheses, 4t squared plus 15t plus 4, close parentheses, minus 4, 3t minus 1, close parentheses. So here we're going to go ahead and use distributive property to simplify. So t times 4t squared would be 4t cubed. T times 15t would be positive 15t squared. And t times positive 4 would be positive 4t. And now here we're going to distribute the negative 4 to each of the terms within the parentheses. So negative 4 times 3t is negative 12t. Negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. Our next step then is to simplify by combining like terms. Please note that positive 4t and negative 12t are like terms that will be combined. So we have 4t cubed plus 15t squared minus 8t plus 4. And that is simplified. Okay, try number 4 on your own, and then pause the video and check your answer when you're through. Negative 2d times d cubed c squared minus 4d c squared plus 2d squared c plus c squared times d c squared minus 3d to the 4th power. Go ahead and check your answer. We will also use distributive property to solve an equation that has polynomials on both sides. Number 5. 3, open parentheses, 5x squared plus 2x minus 4, close parentheses, minus x times 7x squared plus 2x minus 3. So the first thing we have to do in order to simplify is we have to distribute. So let's go ahead and distribute. 15x squared plus 6x minus 12. Now we'll distribute the negative x. It's negative 7x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x. And now we need to simplify by combining like terms. So we want to write our equation at the end in standard form, so let's choose the term with the highest exponents first. So we're going to bring down the negative 7x cubed. Then we'll combine 15x squared and negative 2x squared, and we'll get positive 13x squared. Then we'll go ahead and combine positive 6x and positive 3x, and we'll bring down positive 9x, and we'll bring down our constant of negative 12. So the answer is negative 7x cubed plus 13x squared plus 9x minus 12. Number 6. I have d plus 3 minus d minus 4 equals 9d minus 16. Now here we're going to solve for d. Let's simplify first, and then we will solve. Start with distributive property. D times d is d squared. D times 3 is positive 3d. Negative d times d is negative d squared. Negative d times negative 4 is positive 4d. Bring down the equal sign and copy down the right-hand side, of our equation. If we can do some simplifying on the left, we will, and we can. Please notice that I have d squared and negative d squared. When I add those, I have 0d squared, so they cancel each other out. And then I can also combine positive 3d and positive 4d. That'll give me 7d. Bring down the right-hand side, equals 9d minus 16. Now we need to solve for d, so let's eliminate 9d from the right. Negative 2d is equal to negative 16. And if we divide both sides by negative 2, d is equal to 8. Okay, number 7. This is the last problem that we'll do together. N times n minus 4 plus n times n plus 8 equals n times n minus 13 plus n times n plus 1 plus 16. Okay, let's start by distributing. I'm going to distribute everything on both sides of the equation. N times n is n squared. N times negative 4 is negative 4n plus n squared plus 8n is equal to n squared minus 13n plus n squared plus n plus 16. Okay, now let's simplify the left-hand side of the equation. I can combine 1n squared plus 1n squared, and I get 2n squared. And then I can combine my negative 4n plus 8n, and I get positive 4n. Simplifying on the right, again I have n squared plus n squared gives me 2n squared. I have negative 13n plus n. Negative 13n plus n is negative 12n. And bring down my plus 16. Notice I have positive 2n squared on the left and on the right of my equation. If I eliminate that, I can do that by just subtracting 2n squared from both sides, and that will get rid of the 2n squared. I'll bring down 4n is equal to negative 12n plus 16. Okay, in order to get n on one side of the equation, I need to eliminate the negative 12n by adding 12n. So let's do that. I have 16n is equal to 16, and as I divide both sides by 16, n is equal to 1. In order for you to have a little bit of independent practice, multiplying and simplifying, I only want you to do number 8, number 12, and number 15. And then in order to solve, I only want you to do 2 problems today. Let's work on number 7 and number 8. Remember to write down any questions that you might have. We'll discuss them tomorrow. We'll work out some more problems in class tomorrow. Have a great night. God bless.